right, we're live. Welcome to Lore Club, everybody. We got Game 6 here with with Andrew, Oki, and Elliot. We're mid-session, so we're jumping into something hot. I just wanted to real quick point out, Elliot, can you tell us your dream again?
Yeah, I got my thumb chopped off by like a sword, and then I just kind of picked it up and stuck it back on, and it fused back together. There's like a little like kind of like black ring of like dirt around it. And I just like scrubbed that off, and it was fine.
That's your
Now the
dream. That's what
most,
you want to happen. That's your
Wait, there
dream.
was a black ring around it after you stuck it
yeah,
on? It didn't just do
I would
Looney
love for
Tunes
that to
yeah,
magic?
happen. Cauterized.
Oh,
yeah. It's like
man.
kind of like a diseased fusion.
What up, Mike?
I
What
don't
up,
know.
Smiling James?
New
We're
band
ready.
name. Diseased Fusion.
um, we jumped in on a pretty hot session last time with everybody going into it. Just for the notes, last time, you guys left the Lowrider Cave. There was a very gaunt man that ended up being Tettle, who was a sort of prophet that Yaya asked you to accompany Jubal to the Kingdom of Factenberg, considering he's a crazy guy that seems to wander down here every couple years to search through the caves. And seems like he's going to hurt himself, so Yaya always runs him back to where he comes from. You guys go on the road. You came upon the Wickwings eventually. It's kind of a town that is separated between the humans and the separators. The separators are immortal women that sort of assist the general town. They have their own sort of house up on the hill and their own kind of businesses, but they get along great with the humans there. There is a struggle as you guys kind of showed up. The Bowl Kings are muscling in on the territory. They basically want to cut. You guys were able to meet with Ambassador Talkwell, who basically said the quiet part out loud and said, we need 20%. We're protecting, he made up some reason about protecting the roads, yada, yada, but basically said that he wants 20% of the money that comes through here. Alluded to the fact that they're doing it because the Bowl Kings are currently having a civil war right now. They're in the middle of a civil war and kind of coming down here. You guys went to Salon Sharon and Salon Bronze. You were able to see that Salon Sharon was kind of being stalked out. Like the Bowl Kings were kind of being paid to intimidate and rob and kind of, it seemed like trouble was coming. You guys went to Salon Bronze. You were able to talk to Ambassador Talkwell and Handra, who is kind of the leader of the separators there. She asked you to go get a druid named Torngarn Ra, an orc that quit the First Men after Toadless got his job. He's been living here for about 300 years, minding the water and the wells. They asked you to get him out because he basically flooded it and flooded their camp and did some damage to them, so they really wanted him. You guys went in there, swam in, were able to sneak in after playing the instrument that Abaddon gave you that made everyone terrified. So you played your song. It caused everybody, about 3/4 of them became terrified. Huge pandemonium. You guys sprint inside the cave. You get Torngarn Ra. You get him out of there. You fight General Drinkmore and some of her knights that came in. You guys subdued her. And now you are leaving the cave with Drinkmore hostage. You guys tied her up and I believe knocked her unconscious, right?
Yes, yeah, she's knocked out.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember if she woke up or not. But
Oh, yeah, you guys got the sleep spell on her and basically were able
I think it only lasts a few rounds. So I do
Yeah.
think should.
But she was at 28. Yeah, she's still pretty beat up regardless. So you guys have control of her right now.
We like drowned her men. She's
Yeah.
just done.
Torngarn Ra is with you. Yeah, when you guys come out, I'll paint the scene for you. You guys want to jump into it or anything else I want to cover before I paint the scene as you guys emerge from the cave again?
We invented music.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, Beefer died. Blaster is still alive. Beefer is dead. But other than that, nobody really has taken a fall yet. You invented music in Salon Sharon is the birthplace of music. You guys rolled a crit 20, right?
We all rolled 20.
We all just rolled 20.
Yeah, you guys had an amazing performance where it
we
really
were
was
rolling
notable.
like beasts.
But other than that, anything else to mention, or should we jump into it? Any questions?
No, I think we're good.
All right. You emerge from People's Common Spring, quick and low, seeing absolute chaos on the surface in front of you. About 2/3 of the Bull King's cavalry has fled, but you can still see them. They've scattered almost to the open desert hills. Many are just hiding inside of the homes of Wickwing tribals. There is no unified singular war front. You see many skirmishes happening. There's a skirmish directly in front of you that appears to be Bull King troops fighting Bull King troops. About 6 Bull Kings are loading up their gear in horses, and around 10 or so men are surrounding them, posturing, intimidating them into staying. Up on the hill, you see Tolarak and Borode striking at Bull Kings from the high ground, keeping a defensive position. It appears they've dug into the ledge on the hill with some of the frightened townfolk. As you guys look up, this is where we left it last time. You see Tolarak's gleaming long sword slice through the moonlight, chopping a man's head off perfectly, and it goes tumbling down the hill. You are with Torngarn Ra. You have the Bull King military leader, General Drinkmore, tied up and incapacitated in your custody. It is currently 9 p.m. What do you do upon immediately leaving?
I think I want to. I think I'll point to Tolarak to everybody else and say, like, we should get up to them with what we got, because otherwise we won't be able to fight our way to the watchtower.
Yeah, sounds great.
Is there like the most? Can we see like the most easily accessible path up towards where Tolarak is right now?
There is no really easily accessible path. In fact, a lot of these hills they don't even want people up on. It's a lot of loose dirt, hard to walk, kind of difficult terrain. They're up on almost a mesa up there, kind of locked in, fighting a group of them off. You can't really tell. It's so dark. It's also 9 p.m., so it is very, very hard to see. Do you guys have any torches or any light spell or anything? Because once you kind of go up there, there's going to be no sources of light.
I've got dark vision. What do I have? I have
Yeah, me
torches, I
too.
think.
I think we all have dark vision.
No,
Is that
not
Brother
me.
Jabal?
Fucking human. I got a torch too. I have
let's-
one torch.
Yeah, light that torch up, and we'll.
We'll light my torch up
So
we can,
getting up the hill,
navigate.
it's not like we have to climb it like hand
No.
and but
No.
it's just running up it is going to be tough. I say we do that. I
And
think
you'll
that'll
probably be like sandwiching in. There's some you can hear sounds of conflict up there.
Yeah, I think we'll try to. I don't want Tolarak to get overwhelmed, so I think we should save your
All right.
your leader, Floyd,
My chief.
your chief. Yeah, at the end of the day, he's a quenched, and we gotta stick behind him.
As long as they're not, as long as they don't believe in democracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
fuck
forgot to
democracy.
mention. I
The
forgot
world
to
is not
mention
ready for democracy.
No.
a key
No.
character
these fucking
development
buffoons.
in Brother Jubal's went on a very substantial anti-democracy rant last time.
It's disgusting.
As the
It's
Bull
what they're
Kings-
doing is awful.
Are the only democratic government.
It
I
clearly
mean,
doesn't
even
work. Look at
even
them.
to this day, it's almost like people are too stupid for
It
democracy.
doesn't-
Can you imagine like primitive times?
You know, they're supposed to be congressmen, but they're in a lot of ways and how they act.
circus.
They are more like clowns. In my
It's a clown
opinion.
circus.
I hate to say it. You know, we used to have
A fucking
senators like
clown
John
show.
McCain. We used to have senators like Sir John McCain.
You know, I would think that Congress would all go to that giant hot air balloon festival in Arizona because they all just love to blow hot air.
It's a good one.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep track of time.
This is
pretty
Branson's
well
political D&D. Welcome to the show. It's D&D where we talk about real life issues.
Man, I'm gonna complain about woke stuff so much.
here.
Well,
What kind of woke stuff do you
the
dislike?
Quents are the most
Elliot?
DEIS tribe. They take anyone.
Yeah, I hate her.
You hate your tribe?
this tribe that we've made up together, which I thought I was really going to be enthused
hated
about. I have turned a page. I've flipped that coin. I'm
Not
a
a fan?
new year, new me.
I'm sick of these women sorcerers crashing these gliders all the time now.
All right. Then post it up there. Then we have the. All right. You guys come upon the scene. You see a small camp of Bull Kings kind of in disarray. Most of them appear injured. It seems to be like a sort of tense standoff with occasionally people firing bows and arrows or throwing spears, but long periods of no conflict as you guys approach. Can you guys all see the map?
Yup. I
Yeah.
can.
Right now, they have not seen you approaching. You have your light drawn, however. Are you going to keep that going, or do you want to approach in the darkness?
Eh, I'll leave it up to Brother Jabal. Brother,
No, I think we should be able to see. I think that would be better.
all right, we'll leave it open. I'll have a light source. Can I make a light source in this? Does that work?
Do you got cantrips for it?
No, I mean I have a
Ranger get
torch. I was
cantrips?
just
No, he meant about
No.
the torch.
I was seeing if I could make an area of effect on the map. Never mind, I'll figure it out later. Learning. Not good at it.
The lighting stuff on this is very difficult. I usually disable it. The only time I really
Yeah, well-
think lighting really matters is in a fucking dungeon, so you can't see every room, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out here, you'd basically
Yeah.
get the gist of it. If I tell you you don't see something, just pretend.
Yeah, I got it. I
I
my
mean, if
torch
Jabal
up.
just sticks by one of us with dark vision,
It's
follow
fine.
our
We'll just-
stink.
Let's just move. Let's try to run towards Tolarak best we can. I think.
All right. Just quickly, you'd be able to make it to
Yeah.
them without getting in direct conflict.
Yeah. And what's the druid that we were with's name?
Torn Garn Ra.
Is he holding on to our hostage?
Yeah, we can have him kind of hold on to it. Oh, I forgot to put him on the map. Can't forget him. All right, yeah, you guys would be able to kind of saddle up. You see Tolarak and Borode protecting about 4 or 5 villagers who ran up in the hill. You can kind of see them warily kind of glance at you and then ease up when they see, ha ha! Void! Brother Jabal Zuma, how are you?
Doing well.
Hey.
Let's deal with our predicament right now. We need to get to the watchtower, Torborn.
The watchtower. Shall we charge through? We might see some resistance here, but there's a lot of chaos going on. What did you do?
We
we rescued this guy.
we took the enemy commander hostage.
Ha! They tried
Yeah,
to
we
kill
killed
me
people.
and Salon Sharon.
Void drowned some people. It was pretty cool.
There's violence in Salon Sharon.
Oh, the Bull Kings came in, kicked me around. They chopped out Borode's finger. Bor, show him your finger. I don't want to show them the finger.
Show me the finger.
Shows it. His pinky has been cut off. Slaps it back
Hey.
on. I didn't want to come here.
Well, you're here now. That's the only thing. Or does anyone seem to be approaching us? Can we tell?
We fought them about 3-4 minutes ago, about a stone's throw away here. Looks like they're trying to make up their mind to charge us or what, but this is the best defensible position I have here on the high ground. I'll fight them off long as I can. If we want to make it to the watchtower, perhaps we should just plow through.
I think we should make a break for it. Here I'm avoid stick close to me when we get into a fight. I think I got something that we can use to make an easy approach for us.
Torn Garnra gestures. I'll keep a hold of this one.
Yes, yeah. Do not let her go. Honestly, if we get into a fight, we should maybe use the fact. But they seem to be fighting amongst each other, so I'm not sure how valuable it'll be.
I can secure her pretty well. And you see just roots are growing straight out of his fingers as well. and he is just binding her completely like that.
Very well.
Well, that's
very,
cool.
very good.
Tolarak goes, "Shall I lead the charge?"
Yeah, you're like the hero, so you should lead the charge.
Ha ha!
This is your story.
The White Star rides again. Ho! And he's going to go ahead and he's going to dash in. So let's roll
Sometimes
initiative for everyone else. He's going to start right there.
Sometimes I feel like we might be, I don't know, like misusing him, like just guiding him
He's
in a.
fine. He seems to be happy with what he's doing.
All right, as long as
I
he's
wanted
happy.
to I wanted to propose a flavor rule regarding solely Tolarak.
Okay.
A 10 and lower is a 1, and 11 and a higher is a 20.
I don't know.
Do you think
I
that
don't
might
know.
break it, or it might balance it too much? It might unbalance it. Let's leave it for fate then. Let's keep it as it is.
I think I like this story.
The idea of
him making
Tolarak
these
rolling
crazy rolls.
11 just breaks my heart right now. All right. Okay. So we got order operations. All right. First up's going to be Andrew. Second up is going to be Elliott. Then we are going to have Tolarak. And then we are going to have Brother Jubal. Oh, I forgot to roll for the bulking, the regular goons.
Nah.
We didn't get spell slots back, right? We're from
No,
the cave
yeah,
just to this,
Yeah,
right?
we're just right from that to this.
Spells.
All right, so they'll go before you. You're going last then. So top of the order is going to be Void. Void, you're up. Tolarak just went charging into this very confused group. They were not expecting him to charge and now are kind of reacting appropriately. You see him run off first, well ahead of you guys. What do you want to do?
I want to get up there, but
You dash to have to
dash.
get up there, yeah.
all right, Void's gonna look at Jabal and be like, "Follow me," and he's gonna dash over to Tolarak.
Walt doesn't like running that much.
All right, Zuma, you're up. Or is that all? You have any bonus actions, or is that it for you?
Oh yeah, that's it.
All right, Zuma, you're up.
All right. I'm just gonna slide down this cliff face and fire my arrow fire an arrow at this guy. How do I do that? Oh yeah, arrow. Attack roll. That's an 11.
That does not hit.
Hit. All right, that's it for me.
All
Move
right.
over there.
Next up is going to be Tolarak. Tolarak is going to roll. He rolled a fucking 11. That still hits.
The exact one you didn't want.
Well, 11 plus his shit. So he gets 14. So that is going to be 7 damage on that one there. Okay, next up is going to be the Bull Kings. So we're going to just have them. I'm going to test their resolve out of the 6 that we have. Only one is going to miss their turn. I'll have this guy's going to miss his turn of not reacting. The rest of them are pretty Johnny on the spot in terms of how they want to jump. So we're going to have this guy go here. This guy's going to stay here. We'll get this guy here. We'll get this guy here. And we'll get this guy here. So first up, we'll do the 2 attacks on Void. That's an 18. Oof. You take 11 damage, Void.
Ooh.
All right, and then the grunt is going to go ahead. And does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
And he
Whiff.
misses. All right, and then we're going to have 3 grunts go at Tolarak here.
Oh my god.
2 connect. Oh, okay. Tolarak gets chunked in the arm. Immediately, he runs in. These 2 guys chunk him in axes right in the elbow like that. He takes a chunk of damage. He is not down yet, though. All right. And that will go to Brother Jabal. Your turn.
I'm gonna run up like 30 feet. And I want to cast Enlarge on Void.
Oh, nice. All right. And that automatically works. That adds a D4 to his melee damage and to all of his strength checks. He gets advantage, right?
And he's huge.
He
How
gives me
tall
30
do we
more
get?
HP.
You're doubled, so
How tall is Void?
6'5".
You're 13 feet tall.
Hell yeah.
Is his voice deeper?
He's like, he's like,
You can't even hear him now.
yeah, it's like a low rumble. He's like, he's like chopped and screwed voice.
Work.
All right. Okay, you're enlarged. Is that your whole turn, or is that any bonus?
yeah, that's my turn.
All right, then we will go top of the order. Void, you are big.
All right, this bitch next to me who looks like a commander, like the officer-looking guy
Yeah.
with like the helmet. Yeah, he's
Mhm.
gonna get swung on by Void.
All right, do your nasty.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
right.
20.
Okay.
Sure.
Roll your damage. All right, roll it again. Because you got crit damage, you do it. You're supposed to have roll 2d6s. Yeah.
Say
not the
2
fuck-
more?
Roll another 2d6s because you crit. When you crit, it's supposed to.
Yeah, it's a
there
damage
we
thing.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. So 5 and 6. So
And then the D4 from the
11,
Yeah.
18.
Yeah,
Roll a
would-
d4, Andrew.
He'd technically roll 2 d4s because he crit.
Oh, roll 2d4s, Andrew. Describe your kill. All right, you one-shot that fucker.
Void is so big and so strong right now that he drops his two-handed maul is like a one-handed maul for him right now, like a blacksmith. And he holds the guy still, like by his shoulder, like he's smithing, and he just strikes him in the head, splits open the helmet, and it like sinks all the way down into like the guy's like stomach.
Bull King
he's just,
turned
like,
to
split.
Red Mist. Yeah, 2 live. Yeah, exactly. Red Mist. Dubai exclusive. Turn to Red Mist building the World Cup stadium here. All right, who's up next? You got any
Elliott.
bonus actions?
No, I'm out of everything, so I can only just melee.
Oh, do you have lay on hands still? I don't think you used that yet. Don't forget that.
I do, but like I don't think I can use it. Oh wait, no, I can. I can lay
I
on
don't-
hands myself. I can lay on hands myself, yeah.
Wait, can you lay? You can lay on hands other people, right?
is it a bonus action?
I
Yeah,
thought
it is
lay
a
on
bonus
hands
action.
was a bonus action.
It is.
And the
I'm
only
gonna
thing
put on
in like
myself, 'cause-
5e is they didn't do a good job of like splitting up actions.
Oh wait,
and bonus
actually, I'm
actions
going
for
to lay on
subclasses.
hands I'm gonna lay on hands Tolarak.
All right, he's taken 14 so far.
Is that right? It just 1.
Well, you have charges, right? I don't know. Read the. What does it say? You blessed. You can restore a number of equal. Okay, so you can restore 15 hit points total between now and a long rest.
Did you want to heal Void?
I was trying to
What's
heal
his name?
Tolarak.
Yeah,
How
you can do
much?
that.
Like, how much?
You can heal up to 15, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
But after those 15, you're spent. It doesn't recharge.
So I could use like 10 on him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you would have
10
5
and
left.
stay 5.
Yeah, to a long rest, that's fine.
All right,
It's a pool.
healing him for 10.
Yeah.
What does your healing look like, Void?
It's sort of like his other magic where it's like a sea foam green glowing, and his eyes glow that color when he uses it, when he places his hand on his chieftain's shoulder.
Yeah. Ah, wonderful healing. Ah, we have this yet, Void. All right,
Also,
Zuma,
you
you're
know,
up.
I imagine since you're big, you're just like putting one little pinky on it.
I got my index finger. He hears a low rumble. He has no idea what Void said, though.
Sick. Cool. I'm gonna move up to this guy and just stab him.
All right.
Gonna scimitar away at him 2 times.
All
Where's my
right.
weapon there?
Good amount of you guys there. Roll with advantage.
All right. Advantage. Crit.
Okay.
Nice.
How much health
Good
do
lord,
these guys
guys.
got?
Critical hit. Oh, that's terrible damage. It's a 2 and a 1 plus 2.
That's with the critical hit?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that sucks. Yeah, he's still alive. That's a shame.
All right, I'll attack him again. It's a
That's a
21 to hit. And then damage. Do the damage normal. That's 60.
All right.
I did more damage on a
Describe your
normal hit.
kill.
It's
Describe your
bullshit.
kill.
I think I critically hit this guy and I nick him in the neck, and so I kind of turn around with the other scimitar and just slash straight through his throat. And then I point forward and I don't know where my bird is, but it comes flying down, and I use my bonus action. I'm gonna have my bird attack this guy.
I had it on the other map.
I can summon it too.
I got it.
Okay.
That's right.
Where you
right?
at, bird?
You can control that guy, right?
Yeah, I got it. Bird, fly
Sound like
by.
a British husband talking about your bird so much.
I love my bed.
I make my bed fat for me.
How many
She's a
stone does your
proper
bird weigh?
bird. She listens to everything I say.
I don't know what stones convert to. It's a 14 for the bird.
14, that's
hit.
a hit.
All right, bird roll damage. The bird does 2 damage,
All right, the guy takes a gentleman's 2.
and then he flies off. Woo!
All right,
That's it for me.
All right, that's going to be Tolarak's turn. Tolarak is going to go ahead. I'm going to speed this up. He's just got a d6. 14 plus. Ooh, that'll actually be a hit. Oh, he's going to attack this. He's going to kill one of them here. He actually killed one of them right there. That was actually, I didn't expect him to do that much damage. All right, then that will be his turn. The Bull Kings are up next. We're going to have this guy is going to charge over his companions here and get back in the mix. We are going to have him attack Tolarak right there. And that is a miss. Then we are going to have the 2 remaining grunts are both going to attack Void. All right, so 1 hit. Andrew, you are going to take 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be Brother Jabal.
Okay, I will. Let's do Fairy Fire on those last 2 there.
All right, they do Wisdom saving throw or Charisma? Whoops, that's wrong.
Sorry, 1 second.
I think it's Dex, right?
Dexterity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dexterity saving throws.
We'll do the. Oh well, they don't have any special things. All right, 1 passed, 1 failed.
All right. So they get
See you.
advantage on one of them.
All right, you have advantage on this bottom one right here. All right, Void, top of the order.
Swing on the guy right in front of me, not the one in
Alright.
front of Tolarak.
The one with Fairy Fire or not?
Yeah.
All right, roll it with advantage. If you want to hunt for a crit, go ahead and roll it again. Nah. All right, roll your damage. Describe your kill.
All right, Void. He just sees this guy and he's about to swing his maul, but then he just stomps on the guy into the ground. He goes like all the way up to his neck into the dirt.
Drives him
He's
in
dead.
like a pile driver.
Yeah.
Zuma, you're up.
All right, I'll attack there's one guy left and right. I'll just attack him.
Well, there's 2 guys left. There's this big guy who joined the fight after being scared, and this guy who's pretty shitty.
I'm gonna attack the shitty guy.
All right, roll it.
Fuck inventory.
This is
Normal.
fucking
That's
12.
a 20 to hit him.
That hits.
Damage. 8 damage.
All right. It doesn't kill him.
All right, I attack him again.
All right.
That's a 15
Describe
to
your
hit.
kill.
I give him a nice stab in the chest area in between his ribs, and then I slice his throat open. I'm
Alright.
real going for the throats this time.
Not fucking around.
Yeah, I've had it up to here with these fucking dipshits.
Tolarak's going to take a swing on this guy, but it looks pretty apparent that this last guy is about to take off running. Tolarak misses on the swing. He is going to run. If anyone wants an opportunity attack, I'd say Zuma, you can get an opportunity attack, but nobody else would be able to get an opportunity attack because he's going to start running away on his turn.
Yeah, I'm on opportunity to take him.
All right, roll it. You
That's
missed.
he's too fast for me.
Brother Jabal, he's about 60 away from you. What do you want to do?
I'm not going to try to take him out.
All right.
I don't believe in shooting people in the back.
I do. I want to shoot him with my longbow.
All right. We'll let him go. Zuma, roll it.
All right.
Just going
22 to hit.
forward here. All right, roll your damage.
That's 5 damage. I'll get him right in the shoulder.
All right, and the longbow does slow too, right?
Yeah, he's slowed like 10 feet.
All right, so now he's hobbling again. I say you get one more shot as he gets. It's pretty dark, so I'd say now on the second shot you get just a normal one. No.
Oh, I put
All
it
right.
at disadvantage.
You broke
Zuma,
your
this
string.
is
The
this is
fight's
madness.
over. You broke your string. You got to take like another 30 seconds to restring it. But during that time, he is out of here.
I'm sorry, brother Jabal. They got me fuming. They just say the
understand.
democracy.
I
It's
understand.
awful. It's awful.
We have to be better than them, I think, to defeat
Yeah.
democracy in its crib.
All right, let's go back here to the Wick Wings map a little bit as we emerge down. Kind of where everybody's at is basically right here right now. You guys are kind of overlooking everything. It's been about 10 minutes since you came up here. It's about 9:15. In
We wanted
terms
to,
of the
run to
moon,
watchtower.
you guys are able to see a good amount from here now that it's kind of died down a little bit. So first up at the watchtower there. Whoops, let me pull up my notes there. Everyone give me a perception check as you hear screaming, a bellowing voice coming from the tower.
Bellowing voice. Perception. I'm good at that.
Okay, only Zuma's able to hear this. You hear first coming from the watchtower. Very, very light. Do not engage. Do not engage. All warriors to the tower. Do not engage. You're hearing that coming from it's a strong female voice. You think it's probably Chiefess Esther, who you met before.
All right.
You're also able to notice something as soon as you hear that. The Bull King that just ran off towards the market. You're seeing a larger gathering. These don't look like traders at all. You see a largest gathering of Bull Kings appears to be right directly in the market over here. So you're seeing a lot of the humans are kind of gathering here, and then the large majority of the Bull Kings are gathering here.
I'll let Void and Brother Jabal know that the Bull Kings seem to be rallying at the market, and a voice from the tower says, "Do not engage." And I don't know, our caravan's at the market. So it's kind of a dilemma, stuck in a rock in a hard place.
I think
I'm gonna flood the whole fucking thing. I'm gonna flood the whole fucking thing. What the fuck are they doing? This is Torngarn Ra, who is now screaming at this. I'm gonna whole fucking thing. Listen. Get me in Hotel Balaban, where the fucking separators are. If you get me in there, I can flood this whole fucking valley.
wouldn't that kill all the people in it too.
What fucking get them to fucking high ground for all I care. It'll get the fucking Bowl Kings out of here.
I kind of look toward Void and Zuma's for their opinions on this.
And I don't really it's moral
Seems like
quandary.
You want to escalate? We can get them all out of here tonight. Listen, they're setting up right in front of it. I told them this would happen.
We can also handle this politically, I think. I think you're going for a nuclear solution. We have their commander. We can use this as leverage to get them out of here. I don't think we need to necessarily flood the entire village.
How do you want to play it then?
At that point, what's the point of getting the Bull Kings out of here? There's nothing left.
The watchtower will survive. The church will survive. The hotel will survive. They've can drain the caves before. They've done it again. A few fucking peasant lean-tos go. So what?
I want to hear the chiefess's opinions on this. I think if we can get to the chiefess, I want to get her opinion on this matter.
What does Tolarak think?
Tolarak is very hesitant to the idea of flooding the valley. When he says flood the valley, Tolarak is like, yeah, like, oh, we are not those guys. We don't have to do that. We can figure this out.
Void is gonna kind of get quiet, like closer to Tolarak, and be like,
This is not the place of the quenched.
It's not really our call to make, but
I want to hear the chief.
Fuck, the Bull Kings did try to slit my throat while I was drinking beer.
Listen, we all agree that Bull Kings suck. Yeah. I think I want to hear the chiefess's opinion before we commit to flooding the entire village, I think. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah,
we just fought. We keep fighting. Like, we just went through 2 fights. I'm chunked up.
Yeah, we're going to be... I'm out of spell slots. Yeah, we're going to be in a tough bind. However, I say we keep...
In the meantime, I'm going to use my last 5 lay on hands to give myself 5.
Yeah, do that. I'm going to be right back. 1 second.
All right, so let's move. Well, I'll wait till he gets back. But the general idea is you guys are just going to march across. You're trying to do secretive, quiet, stealthy. At this point, General Drinkmore is awake, but she's bloodied and quiet.
I'd say we could be semi-stealthy. I can lay down a fog cloud too if I think somebody's going to notice us. I still have fog cloud. Yeah, I still have spell slot for that.
Up to you guys, how you guys want to kind of go about it. It's hard to tell. You guys went up into the hills and fought for a little bit. Things have definitely died down in front of, like, in terms of, like, the fearfulness. But in terms of the disorganization, it's still disorganized. You can tell, though, that it is starting to coalesce, that they have started to regroup directly in, like, the main square.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend a spell slot to lay down like a 20-foot sphere as fog cloud, like in the most open terrain, so it can be heavily obscured. Yeah,
perfect.
For us.
Yeah, you guys are able to move through in obscurity. You guys have a good amount of people with you. In terms of the civilians that kind of ran up into the hills and were defended up here, do you want to take them with you, or you would think it's safer to leave them up there? It's up to you.
I think we could take them with us, right?
Yeah, it'd be like 5 to 6 normal. So what I'm asking is essentially you guys are moving with a posse of about a dozen people to this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of dropping them off. All right.
Yeah, I got the fog cloud. It seems for the best that they probably move to the watchtower.
All right, and you... On approach of the watchtower, you see Chiefess Esser barking orders, holding a torch, bringing people into formation. They are going, it appears they're waking up individual tribe members in the middle of the night and even gathering them here. Not really for any specific purpose as far as you can say. As you guys approach, they turn and draw their weapons at you, and then Chiefess Esser raises a hand and they lower them again. Oh, maybe you can tell me a little bit about what's going on here. Is this about Torngarn? Oh, you got Torngarn Ra.
We rescued him.
Okay. At this point, we haven't engaged directly with the Bull Kings. A few of their forces got confused or something, screamed. I'm guessing that was you guys. They ran out into people's houses. Tribesmen started running for the hills. They were kicking people out. People were running through. Nobody was really sure what to do. People started running here into the Church of Venya. But the separators have all run to Hotel Balaban, and it appears that the Bull Kings have set up camp in front of both of the salons.
Do we
I'm
know
not
if it's
really
like
sure what to do next. Oh, go
Do we
ahead.
know if it's like an actual massacre at this point? Like, are they killing people in the village, or are they just?
We haven't drawn weapons. They haven't killed anybody yet, as far as we know. We know that there was an attack in Salon Sharon, and people are saying it's the Bull Kings, but we really don't know. If nobody's claiming responsibility, it's hard to really prove who does what. Right now, we are not in open conflict.
Well, we do have a prisoner. I believe it's their general. And
Yes.
I display her.
Okay.
Is she awake at this point?
Yeah, she's awake and she's bloodied and she's looking at Chief Decessor and she goes, fuck. Oh, fuck. Put a bag. She gets a bag and puts it over her head like, fuck. Yeah. Fuck, they cannot know we have her. They cannot know we have her. Shit.
I think it would be better if they know we have her. We have a hostage.
Yeah, but then they might interpret that as outright force and associate us and use it as an excuse to take over the whole, tribe.
You can fight back, You don't have to let democracy win.
There's about 20 of us and about 50 of them, so
well,
I don't like my chances. Especially the separators aren't going to fight. Everybody knows the separators aren't going to fight.
Yeah. Well, you
But
could also flood.
It sounds like we need a show of force. And do you believe? Your druid had a plan, flooding the entire village.
You can flood the village? She turns to him and says that. He goes, yeah. It's just, it's moving water around. The Hotel Balaban sits above the deepest well I've ever seen. It draws water from deep down there. More than enough to come spilling down the mountainside and flood the whole valley. The problem is the separators don't let anybody in their hotel. So, my plan was to go in there, make a ruckus, yell at them, barge in if I have to, and summon the waters to finally free us of these fucking idiots.
I think if we do that, with the combination of our prisoner, we could at least have a negotiated settlement. Like we negotiate from a position of power.
If that's the case, maybe we should move all of our troops up to the hotel. I don't think if we start marching everybody now, they won't risk an open confrontation.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, have you seen like a yellow quetzal around here? Quetzal?
No, I can't say that I have.
Fuck.
A lot of I saw the merchants left first. They always leave first when there's trouble, so I'm guessing they just got out. By the time the Bull Kings ran to the market, I don't think any merchants were still there.
All right, well that's I guess positive. I didn't want a caravan to be dead. We'd lose out on all that money.
Sure.
Well, I guess we'll think about that tomorrow.
I think it seems like it's unfortunate, but I think flooding it is our best option. At the very least, the Bull Kings wouldn't want to probably bother fighting for this territory if it's underwater.
Is there any way we could organize like everyone from the village to try to get to high ground? Maybe towards close to the hotel.
You were making a lot of noise in here, Chiefess. I don't know.
I mean, we'd have to do it smart. We can't really announce it and say everybody's going to be flooded. Okay. If we get into open confrontation, we're going to lose. I take half of my forces and I'll go up to Hotel Balaban and we'll set up camp there, see what the separated have to say. I'll send 10 of my other troops to go around to the huts and to the lean-tos, and I'll tell everybody to get to high ground or get to the Church of Enya at the very least.
Yeah, some sort of like small messengers like that could run around quickly.
Okay, and you hear her whistle. She points to 10 different people. They go running off. All right. Okay, they'll be taking care of that. We'll try to get as many people to high ground as we can. Prioritize the elderly. I think we should go up the mountain there and walk the mountain around the Bull Kings so we don't risk actual conflict.
I agree. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll take our prisoner with us, I think.
Yeah, the less I don't need to know about her.
I'm glad.
I think it'd be better if they get surprised by this information.
I just don't want this coming back on the Wick Wings.
I think you're naive. Honestly, I think you need to start considering power as a negotiating tactic, and rather than clearly presenting yourself as weak is not working out for you. Your entire village is being overrun by
You can lecture
enemy
me after.
commands.
We'll have a discussion about that after all this is done.
All right. I'm just saying. I don't. It doesn't.
Time and
I agree,
place.
Bill.
And you guys want to go ahead and make your way over that way? It is about 9:30 now.
Yeah, I think that seems like our best move.
All right. Everybody kind of starts moving out. You see Chiefess Esser take the lead, kind of marching this group along the mountains here as they're kind of going along. You guys make it about halfway, and then you just see one guy. You guys are about, I'd say, probably 20 strong. And then, boom, there's Ambassador Talkwell.
Okay.
Whoa, hey, whoa, 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 whoa. A little late night practice? What's going on here?
Ambassador Talkwell.
Brother Jabal?
What are you
what's-
doing out here?
Well,
alone?
I saw some people moving around. I saw a group of people, and some of my scouts said, well, Ambassador Talkwell, there's Wickwings moving around the mountains in the middle of the night after our group was attacked outside of People Common Spring while they were being peaceful and sleeping, and all of a sudden we see military movement. It makes somebody very suspicious about the motives of somebody they thought were friendly with, at the very least.
Ambassador Talkwell. It sounds like you're attempting to threaten us, but you're just simply one ambassador in the middle of a. Do you have any? You like to talk from like being backed up by a bunch of powerful people.
It is a shame. It is, Brother Jabal. You have noticed this indeed. I'm out here all alone, completely by myself. You see, I have no weapons on me. I'm not a young man. I am an old man. Do you feel threatened by my presence?
I'll look to everyone else. I kind of do. I think this is like a trap.
What
Absolutely.
could be a trap about it? I simply said, really, a lot of my soldiers are quite upset right now. They're quite upset. In fact, their commander's missing. And they said, well, Ambassador, we don't know what to do without our commander. I said, hold on, we're not going to go and start slaughtering people. We're not going to start fighting. I'm going to go and talk, because clearly a misunderstanding has happened. And now it's the unfortunate position that the Bull Kings have to move to a more secure territory, which just happens to be in the heart of the village, but it's really a military necessity.
What are you proposing?
Well, I'm proposing that you simply go home. You let the Bull Kings stay here. We'll reevaluate our position in the night. But this night could end very badly. It could end very badly. And I don't want that to happen.
I want to make kind of a perception, maybe I want to do like an insight check, I think.
All right.
And I
What are
kind
you
of just
looking
want to
for?
see, like, is he actually out here alone? Does anyone? That's kind of what I'm looking at, and I want to see like does he think he's still talking from a position of strength, or is he like? I know he's very
He
good at
seems
his.
fucking smug.
He seems smug, but
He
is
seems
he?
to
Is this
mock
just
you
like a
when you
defense?
And he's that smile smacked off his face.
Is this like a defense tactic to like
roll
show
it,
like
roll it.
he's in a scary place right now?
Man, he's not sweating. You look for
Right.
that. It's a hot night. I mean, there's been a lot of and his, he's appearing by torchlight. His brow is dry as can be.
I want to look to my companions and kind of huddle up a little bit.
What's up?
I say we arrest him.
I trust Talkwell implicitly. Yep.
Eh,
Hey, Tom Fever, thanks for the raid.
should we
We're
like?
playing Dungeons and Dragons. That's the only context you need.
It's, we're nerds. Fuck. I want to murder him.
I say
I
we
don't like-
arrest him. I think
Eh.
murdering him would be really scary, like for the situation
Everyone.
we're in.
Yeah.
I think if we take him though, I think we can, because then they don't have anybody to really
lead
tell them
him.
what to do. Yeah,
Oh,
we lost their general, they lost their.
And Chancellor, whatever this guy is.
I think he just thinks like we would be scared by what he was telling us, and I don't know.
Do you guys remember what I named my bird?
I don't.
I didn't put it in the notes.
It was supposed to be like some sort of sky vulture.
What do you
Yeah,
think
it's-
of Void?
Void.
Yeah, Void.
Void.
What's up?
What did you think?
Yeah, you want to take this
Oh.
guy? Should we try to arrest him?
I mean, is it better for us to have another prisoner for diplomatic reasons, or just straight up kill him?
I
mean,
it could hurt.
I also
I mean,
think
it
this
could
is like
hurt.
a trap. I feel like there's probably people lying in wait.
He's
around
got to
here.
have some backup.
Yeah, he's not stupid.
Yeah, Grozzy's
I
right.
mean-
It was Mirage.
Mirage. Okay, that's right.
That's
Cool.
good. Yeah.
That's a good name. Proud of
I'm
myself.
cool with whatever. I just think like maybe holding him could be beneficial, but it also could bite us in the ass if he does trick us.
Maybe we send him back. I think just send him back and say,
Okay.
Maybe we'll string him along as if we're going to continue negotiation.
Sounds good.
Ambassador Talkwell,
Yes.
we're going to continue negotiations. I think in the next hour, I will personally appear before you alone and unarmed, and we will continue our talk.
Well, that sounds good to me. I will see you down there. I will be in the market square. I'm sure you'll be able to identify my tent. Enjoy the Hotel Balaban.
We will. I heard it's lovely.
Oh, they've never let me in. Maybe you'll have better luck.
Indeed. Now I suspiciously look at all the people with a.
Yeah, I think he might have got to the Hotel Balaban first, but that's just me.
Or we have a
Yeah, or something.
a mole in our midst.
It's not me.
I didn't think it was you. It wasn't. It wasn't you.
I've been here the whole time.
I know.
I want to do a Dungeons and Dragons campaign where I have 3 players and I convince all of them that they're the mole.
Just actively working against each other.
Well, because sometimes when you have like a little bit of a bratty player, like literally giving them a spy task makes them like salivate,
Yeah.
Like, ooh, I
And then
know
they have no
something
idea
they
everyone
don't.
else is a spy, and then they just get fucked. That'd be funny.
Mhm. You guys go up the slopes to Hotel Balaban here. As you guys go higher and higher up on the mountain, gets a little bit cooler even. It takes you about even 10 minutes of just hiking up this. You get here and you see that a lot of villagers have already showed up and are waiting outside of this hotel. It is a very prim and proper white stone building with the blue roof. It sort of has like the same vibe as the Chelsea Hotel. There's a big church that looks exactly like the Chelsea Hotel. What kind of architecture is that? One of you guys is a know-it-all, right? Somebody's got to be a know-it-all on that stuff. Anyway, it's one of those types of buildings, all white stone, very kind of like, I don't know, is that neoclassical or is that the one with the columns? What up, Cade?
Now I feel like I'm stupid if I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I'll know it
hold on,
later, and I'll pretend to know it later. But it's that kind of building, and you see this beautiful building on the top of the mountain is just surrounded by what appears to be just regular tribals and commoners, people that have just kind of fled up here for safety. Up the hill, way there, even though it's well below you, you do see a large stone construct standing in front of the door.
Queen Anne Revival or Victorian Gothic. Or a
Queen
mixture
Anne
of the two.
Revival. Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, you're fucking smart, dude. You're really smart.
That's a fucking Wikipedia Control F architecture.
All right. You guys see it up here and have kind of progressed up with everybody else that is with you. Let me grab all of them as well. We got...
Wait, who's this big guy?
She's important. That's the big guy is a large stone golem that you see.
Oh shit.
He's got a cool beard.
And what is who is else?
We don't see any separated amongst these people.
You do not see any separated. There are no separated. And then you got General Drinkmore held hostage by Torngarnra. All right, move you guys up here. As you guys get closer and closer, you hear a lot of the peasants and the commoners saying stuff like, "Oh, they'll never let you in. Why bother? Are you Bowl Kings? Get out of here," as they're kind of walking by. And they see Chief Decessor, who waves them down. They go, "Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God." And so I don't have them here, but there's about 10 strong soldiers with her, and they kind of start setting up a little camp up here. They start kind of digging in. You can see them like even building little palisades, little stuff here, little choke points, just in case it gets to that, they have a defensible position. You guys see a large stone golem up in front of you, blocking the door. What do you guys want to do?
Walk in with a purpose. Like, okay, let me through. Does it do anything?
Nobody shall pass. And if anybody comes up and says their name is nobody, they can't pass either.
Man, is it fail safe?
Yeah, that was clever of them. We need to speak to your boss.
Nobody shall pass.
We need to
if
petition.
anyone comes up and says their name is nobody, they can't pass either.
Damn, fuck.
What if we tell them we're somebody?
Am I awake?
You try it.
Yeah, so we're like somebody. I'm somebody. I can pass, right?
I'm somebody.
Are you nobody?
No.
No.
Have him do...
Yeah. If we aren't nobody, then we can pass.
I have him do an intelligence saving throw.
He scratches his stone head.
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck did I put this guy? There we go.
Gonna take 8d4 psychic damage.
All right.
Oh my god.
Somebody's coming through, and he steps aside.
All right.
Oh, that was easy.
Fucking great job, Void. I had no faith in that. I had zero faith in that plan.
Ooh.
All right. You guys walk in. Let me get Torngarnra out here as well. Man, I'm getting rid of all the... You guys got too many NPCs following you around.
I know, yeah. We can just
eat a token.
assume there.
I know. I'm looking for it. It's so organized. Trust me. All right. He is a Wickwing. Okay, there he is at the bottom. All right. We got him, and he'll represent Drinkmore as well. All right. As you guys walk into this hotel, it is immaculate. The stone door pushes open, and you see this kind of like, it's almost like a spa. It's this calming green color. Everything's green. It smells so fucking good in here. It smells like rosemary and fresh bread and oil and lavender and eucalyptus. Somebody's burning something somewhere. Somebody's got something, some
Sage.
fancy oil that's going. It is immaculate. As you walk in, you see a shallow pool of calming green water, just kind of lazily lolling back and forth in this stone entryway. And you hear people talking further on down. And we'll do free movement here. You guys can control your guys here at this time, however you want.
I think I'd like to listen in if I can before we announce ourselves.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm gonna drink the water while he's listening.
Don't do that.
I'm thirsty.
Don't drink the water, man.
All right, it's a delightful cucumber mint tasting water.
Water tastes delicious.
It really tastes good, and as you drink from it, you're going to be able to do this once. You heal 1d6 plus 1. So go ahead. Anybody drinks up is going to feel better.
No,
I feel refreshed.
I didn't expect
I'm
you guys
drinking
to
up.
drink it, but I said, I had to say calming green water. It's got to be something.
You put something stupid in front of me, I'm gonna do it.
Not touching it.
Brother Jabal, what'd you roll? 13?
13.
All right. You hear it very kind of maybe a little bit in patches a little bit. You recognize these voices. You can hear Auntie Sharon and Handra talking. These were the two separated that you met earlier. You hear Auntie... We don't really have to help them. It's pointless to help them. They're just going to have their human stuff. We'll just stay here. Just wait it out. And you hear going, oh, well, what if it could be really bad. It could be really bad. And if somebody dies, we're going to feel terrible. Maybe we should go help. I don't know. It just seems like doing nothing here is, I don't know. I just kind of want to avoid it too. But, I don't know how long we can.
I will kind of look towards the others. Does anyone want to do anything first, or?
Maybe.
I'm good.
Yeah, we
I'll,
can talk to him.
I'll
We're just gonna-
approach, and the first thing I'm saying is, it is not pointless.
A man's here. A man's here. Oh, you hear just all...
Indeed.
Get out of here. You see them... You cannot come in here. Men are forbidden from the Hotel Balaban. No mortals. Separators only. What is the
Well,
meaning of this?
It's a proof of concept. That's why I'm here, to prove a point. With
What did
logic.
who was in charge of the golem?
So that's exactly my point. If you don't help the village, more people like me will just waltz right in here past your stupid golem.
Brother Jabal, Handra, we met earlier. Okay.
It's a pleasure.
In what way would you even want us to help right now? We can't go kill all the Bowl Kings. They outnumber you. We're not warriors.
It's not necessary to kill all the Bowl Kings. We simply need your water.
Your water? The well? Why?
Look at the position of your church. Look at how high up it is. A perfect place to flood the valley.
Oh, Torn Garnra obviously
Yes.
must have.
He's here.
Do you think that would... It would keep us from having to fight as well.
Keep you having to fight. Honestly, who do you prefer to deal with? The Bowl Kings or the Wickwings? Wickwings seem to have been treating you ladies pretty nice. I can't imagine the Bowl Kings will be anything less than a constant irritation towards all of you.
Well, it's not necessarily only my decision. There's 6 of us here, and we vote on everything. In order to give permission for the water, we would need 4 of you, 4 of our kind, to co-sign on it. And regardless of how impressive you may or may not be, I really don't see you convincing everyone. I mean, I would offer my support for it. You have my vote, but other
I'm gonna
than
whisper to Void. Sounds like democracy.
It's getting dangerously close to democracy.
tell us, and this is anti-Sharon talking. Tell us, why should we help? We're going to help because the Bull Kings are going to be ruder to us? We don't know that yet. And if we give in to you, then we'll give in to everything you say from here on out. We had one rule and you just broke it.
That's the Bull King specialty, is breaking and pushing rules. It's all they do. They can't even follow their own rules. They're in civil war right now. And before long, you'll all be out on your asses. Sorry, forgive my language. And Bull Kings will be sticking their dirty feet in your water, cleaning up between their toes. It's going to be nasty. They're going to be sleeping in here.
So nasty. They're gonna drag in all the bullshit.
Nuts to butts, they'll be sleeping up in here.
We just need to program we need to give the Earth Elemental a better command, and none of this would have happened. We wouldn't have to see any of this.
You already had one failsafe, and we
Well,
easily beat it.
This is about the third time people have gotten in.
So that's
It's not
more
well.
proving my point.
Well, Big Rose doesn't want the golem to kill anybody, so it doesn't really have enough teeth. If
listen, you'll get all your water back, isn't that right? And I keep forgetting the druid's name.
Torngarden Raw.
Torngarden Raw. Can't they get their water back? Like, we're not going to use all of it.
no, the water would still be there. They draw upon a deep well from the earth. It wouldn't even notice the water I used.
I don't know, ladies. I think it's your best bet. I think it's your absolute best bet for survival.
You see, Handra kind of walks up to you now and kind of goes, maybe we can talk, Brother Jabal. I come here with me, and she's gonna kind of beckon you to follow her into here by yourself, where it's just you two.
Sure.
Listen.
What are the others doing? I want to know first.
Yeah, Void, what are you doing?
Void is just kind of standing in the back, listening to like the diplomatic conversation, but not saying anything.
All right, Zuma, what are you doing?
So like, you come here often?
You're hitting on them? Give me a persuasion check.
I don't know what to do. So
Which one are you hitting on? There's 3 separated in the room. There's Aunt Sharon, and there's these 2 women who you've never seen before. They both appear to be orc separated. They both appear to be orc women.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to them. Look over there. So my bed's on my shoulder. You said what check? Performance?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Okay, I suck at all these. Wow. That's a 20.
All right, which one do you want to save that for? So let me give you. There's this woman who is wearing a very fashionable outfit and a big hat, and there's this woman who has the biggest pupils you have ever seen.
The one with I mean, this is just me talking, but the one with the fashion. I'm sorry.
This is just me talking, but I'd like that orc better.
Just spitting here.
I want the cool looking one. I want to talk to the cool one. And
he wants to go see her because she's on drugs, he thinks.
Hey, I'm Dot. This is Hera here. What's up? You seem cool. What are you doing? I mean, haven't really. I'm sorry. I feel you're the first man I've talked to in 500 years.
Oh wow, that's a really long time. Yeah, you guys all live that long, huh?
Oh no, I'm immortal. I'm immortal.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
cool.
immortal. I think it's kind of embarrassing to say my age. I kind of feel I don't really want to say my age.
It's all right. Like I'm cool as a cucumber over here. Just me I don't know. I mean, it's my friend Void. He's back here. You know,
Oh,
he's
hey.
Void just nods with
He's
his arms folded.
He's really tall.
yeah, he's pretty
Is he
tall,
still
pretty
13 feet tall?
No, I think it only
Okay.
lasts like a minute.
I thought it was an hour. Wait, where's that sucker at? It might be longer.
Was Void taller than the golem?
Maybe. I can't see it now. Howard will figure it out later.
It was actually Void here. It was his idea to get past that golem he guys going. You know, we just said some magic words. He's actually
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
smart
He-
guy. He's just not a few words, just a handsome face and a killer arm.
Well, that's all you
Show your
really
mo-
need.
Yeah, yeah.
As you guys are kind of talking to this woman is obviously insanely drunk and high. You're able to realize eventually.
Is that what they do at the hotel all day?
Yeah, and she's
That's
just
if you're immortal.
mhm.
What happens when you're immortal? You're just hanging out at your hotel,
Mhm.
fucked up.
Oh, don't mind Hera. Hera thinks that this is heaven because her mortal life was so hard. She does this every day.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, you guys want to see a cool trick, and I'll send Mirage to do like some sweeps in the lobby.
Yeah, the high orc and the orc with the real. As long as the bird doesn't get anywhere near her outfit, she's gonna find it delighted. Let's cut real quick back to Brother Jabal and Handra over here. We kind of called Brother Jabal in. Is just, I think that it's really kind of a crazy decision to flood the whole valley, but I think you might be able to sell the others on it. A lot of these women have had really hard lives, and they've kind of settled here. Me and Auntie Sharon, we leave, we kind of go, but a lot of them haven't left in a couple 100 years, haven't really gone outside of this building. So we have to convince them all individually. If you come in here yelling about this stuff, they'll probably tune you out. You have to meet them where you're at to kind of convince them. We only need 6 of them. Auntie Sharon, really, you can just kind of flatter her and she'll probably agree with you eventually. With the rest of them, it's kind of you have to meet them based on their personality and just kind of kiss their ass a little bit and really, they'll help you out, I think.
Brother
Listen,
Jabal is just getting a Riz quest.
Listen, I understand. I know I present myself as such. I am not a qualified diplomat. I have not trained in those circles in the First Men. What I am, and what we are quality musicians.
Muse what?
Exactly. What if we gave? You're all undead. You're all immortal. So I'm led to believe. It seems like what you're all looking for is new and interesting experiences.
Well, I mean, I have to admit this is very enticing. Could you tell me more?
Imagine something you've never experienced before, something that transcends you, something that
how do I do that?
we would love to give that to you, and we can easily access it whenever we need to. However, we need an assurance that we can do this thing. We can't spend this and not
It's your best
not
shot.
save the wig.
It's your best shot. So let me ask you: did Torngarn Ra tell you what's going to happen?
More or less. It didn't sound great.
He's
but,
going to
we're-
pull from the well under Big Rose. Big
Yes.
Rose has kind of transcended. She's trying. She calls it her cocoon stage. It's been 800 years. I don't know. I don't want to have time to explain all of Big Rose, but essentially he's going to pull the well from that, flood the whole valley. It will probably take the town a couple months to recover. I mean, you guys aren't really sticking around, right?
Probably not. No.
Right. So we need something from you. We need something from the Quenched if we're going to go ahead and go through with this, because this also means poverty for everyone here for a long time.
A very steep price. I didn't know that He did not inform me of the cost of this.
Perhaps Tolarak could arrange for something, either
I
some
think I'm,
sort of alliance to help rebuild it, but we will need material
will-
goods.
Strongly insist to Tolarak that that's exactly what needs to be done for the stability of the region. I think we need a strong, united front against the Bulking.
All right, I think she's bought into your idea. She kind of nods. She gestures for the center stage here to be a good place for you guys to set up. She says she's going to go gather everybody as well. So she goes. You see her.
Yeah,
This
so
needs-
like Void and I, we're like in a band. Pretty cool, right?
Oh, what's a band?
We play music. It was actually Brother Jabal went in the other room. It was his idea. He had this idea for a new thing called music, and now we're just doing it. So,
Oh, that's are you guys going to do it today, or like do we hear
I-
it? Because I don't really know what that
I-
is.
I have no idea. Probably though. If you want to hear it, it's a new experience for all of you.
I'm at this point. You see me walking out, looking like I have a grave, like terrified face. This is. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This is
Okay.
this is the most important performance of our life.
Oh shit! Hey, yeah, I guess girls, we're gonna play music then. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love me and Void and Brother Jabal up on stage.
Which one of you is the best performance? Does anyone have a positive charisma? Probably Void, right?
Yeah, I have a +3.
I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder and say, I need you to play your damn heart out. Because if you play good, we all play better. And that's the purpose of the drummer.
Should we all get into like the center here?
Yeah, get yourself set. What's your guys' stage positions? I'm going to have everybody staring at you from this direction here.
I think it's like a triangle where like me and Zuma are flanking.
Yeah, I think
Void.
as Void starts entering up the stage and walking up, he pulls the drum and he starts doing like a gradual beat and like a rumble on it as he's just looking around.
Just give me a beat. Give me a damn beat.
All right. And as you guys kind of post up and start getting
I'm
stuff
gonna-
ready, you are able to see the two other separators. This, as far as you know, is every single person within Hotel Balaban. This woman is first got from the back. You see just almost, it looks like somehow the youngest separator here. Very, very kind of annoyed, upset looking. And then you see this woman here that is completely nude but with no secondary features, like a weird female Dr. Manhattan, completely white, pallor skin, and she is just floating around.
Ugh.
We all gotta start somewhere.
I'm gonna whisper to the other. If this goes really badly, I'm gonna do the scary flute thing again.
All right.
And then we gotta just hopefully he can just do the flood thing very quickly.
All
And
right.
Void nods and then he just picks up the beat, makes it louder.
But if this
All
goes
right,
really good,
Let me play the
then
music here. Everybody give me your performance checks. Oh, good start.
do a
Good
D4
beat.
too. Like casting guidance.
It's so fucking loud. I don't think I turned it up. It's so loud. I'll take my headphones. That's the part. Okay, so we had 18 on the performance check. We had a 7 and we had a 9.
Yeah.
So basically, how it
It's been a long
sounded to them was what it just sounded like when I was playing it over stream, and you see some were kind of supportive. They like the drums. We like the drums. I don't get the flourish at the end. I think I get it. I get what you were going for. No, it's like a beat, and then there's like nice sounds, and then okay. No, it's good. Do we clap at the end? Do we clap?
Trying to see. I'm trying to. Oh, I only have one charge to scare everybody. I already did it.
At this point, she goes, I saw them play at the Salon Sharon, and they were a lot better there. It must have better acoustics. You guys have to come there because it has great acoustics playing in there. Didn't it have good acoustics?
Yeah, it was a lot. This
It
place
had
is
really
not
good
a
acoustics.
studio.
It had great acoustics, right? You know what? You guys can do it. You guys can do it. Alejandro goes, okay, that's 2 votes. All right, that's 2 votes.
2 votes. I'm gonna just look very pleading and pathetic to the other.
To the other ones?
I'm just like, please let me do.
This one immediately walks off. The Sailor Moon looking one. The floating one immediately floats back to her thing. This lady says, all right. And she just goes and sits in a chair over here. And this lady storms off up here. So you got 3 people who agree so far.
We needed how many?
You need 1 more.
I'm gonna crawl on my hands and knees to the lady that floated away.
Brother Jabal goes the extra mile.
You come crawling in.
Please let us do this, please.
I don't know what to roll for what do you roll for begging?
I don't know. I'm just bad.
I think it's for begging.
Persuasion?
I think you roll persuasion, but it's inverse. You want to get as low as possible. You want to be as pathetic as possible. So roll persuasion, and the lower the better.
Fuck.
Yeah, really, it wasn't real. Sometimes it's like really fucking good groveling.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, this guy's got nothing to live for, and he's still begging like a dog. This feels great. It doesn't really give her the
Yeah, we all know that feeling.
satisfaction. But
I look back to Zuma like, please just do this one for once for me. Just be
she's floating over to you and reaching her hand out to you.
Uh-oh.
Seems like she wants me to accept her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
When you touch her hand, you see the image of Tettle. You see Tettle the prophet's face.
Oh my God.
And then she goes and she floats right back up here. Then she turns to you and says, bring me Tettle.
I will give you Tettle. I accept.
She does not respond. She is floating motionless above the well here.
It's going to take too long.
It's going to take too damn long.
Yeah, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
What are you doing, Void and Zuma, during this
Is
time?
one of these still an orc? One of these still an orc in this room?
There is one orc who is not voting for you, the lady in the big hat that Zuma was hitting on.
Fuck. Thought maybe I could have some orc camaraderie with her, but
there's another orc here, but she's so cross-faded.
Maybe
oh, I mean, she might be easy.
The high one already said yeah. The high one said yeah, like instantly.
Void is gonna go up to the crossfaded lady and be like,
"Will you help us?"
Yeah. She already agreed to help.
Oh, she already said yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stupid.
These 2 people are the ones that have not agreed, and then this lady said find Tettle. But you haven't talked to these 2 yet.
Void's gonna motion for Zuma to follow him to go talk to these ladies again.
Yeah, I'll follow Void. Take the lead, mate.
Give me a religion check as you walk into this room.
Hey, I suck at that. I think we all suck at religion. We don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
12.
Fuck religion.
You don't know any specifics about it, but you know that this is a statue of the unsatisfier.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
shit.
pretty sure that's the unsatisfied void.
Don't say his name, says this woman in the
Ouch.
bow tie. Don't you
Yeah, I'm
dare
sorry.
say the. I apologize. Please do not say
Sorry
his
about that.
name.
Void is going to be
I-
like,
If you don't help us, if you don't help us, the Bull Kings will overtake your hotels. Their stench will stain the walls for eternity.
that's his being nice and convincing women voice.
Yeah,
The
very
stench,
diplomatic.
the big hat woman, the stench.
Of the
We
Bull
open the.
Kings.
You're not even supposed to be in here. The Bull Kings have not come into our home and trampled it. You have. Why should I be so scared of them? You have already ignored our rules.
Yeah, I mean, like, didn't really ignore, more or less bypassed. Just
If
think
you
about
go
all the
through a
treachery.
locked door, you can't blame the door for why you went through it.
If you
Yeah,
help us, the arm of the Quench will protect this valley for all time.
Yeah, my mother's one of the tribe leaders. Got a solid
and
in.
who are you and why are you so great and why should I come? You barge in here, say what? You're Void and Zuma?
Yeah, we're Void and Zuma, tag team duo, champions all time, goats. We got this. You help us flood the valley, we'll get your village back on track. Get these idiots in the democracy
I will
spitting asses out of here.
I will tell you, I will vote for it if you promise to respect our rules and never ever come in here again.
Done.
If I ever step foot in here again, I'll kill myself on the spot.
I
You
will
have my
too.
word.
You have my word too, I guess.
That's a
Even if I'm brought here as prisoner.
Fine.
Jesus Christ.
Tell Torn Garnra he can do it. And get out of here. Leave us alone in here.
So I guess you don't want Tettle?
She wants Tettle.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just.
Well,
I was
Oh,
trying
she
to
goes,
see if the
"Who's
name
Tettle?"
Tettle responds. Never mind.
I don't know. I've been inside here for. I don't know any. Just go.
Void is like staying at the door, like, get the fuck out of there.
Question. Torngar and Ra kind of walks up here. He's got General Drinkmore with him still. She's awake. What am I doing with her?
I don't know. Just like, Brother Jabal, what should we do with the general? I don't even fucking know.
It's a great question. I had a lot of plans for her, and I don't know any of them anymore. My plan now was to see if Talkwell had Tettle, and then exchange her for Tettle, and then bring Tettle up here. But I don't think that's necessary anymore. I think we got to keep her just for now. We'll take hold of her. I'm gonna ask you: is there a way to do this where you don't actually flood the village, but rather do a display of force? Rather than actually using it,
A trickle?
you show off what we can do if they don't accept our demands. Is that a possibility?
I can, but it won't really. Well,
Is
the risk is if I barely flood it, then we're defenseless. I won't be able to flood it again for months. It'll take for this groundwater to accrue. This is a sort of decades purge of groundwater.
my thoughts were to, because I have a meeting with Talkwell, which I think maybe we'll end up skipping, but the idea would be tell him if they don't leave, this is what's going to happen. We show off what can happen from the well, some sort of explosion, some geyser coming from here, and then hopefully kowtow them into leaving. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Does that sound too risky if we can't actually back it up?
I can do it, but There is a chance I lose control.
I just feel awful destroying the economy of this place and ruining them for a generation, maybe.
In order to
If we
in order
can
to
convince the Quench to work with them.
we can take out all of their cavalry all at once. They just won't be a threat anymore. Sure, we'll suffer some causes, but these Bull Kings have been running around for hundreds of years, jumping trade routes, being bullies. I want to fuck them up so fucking bad.
Yeah, me too. I just
Collateral
find out
damage.
about him. I say let's flood it. Fuck it. We can send Tolarak and Borrowed back to get help from the Quench. They'll send over supplies and shit. Right? Like we're a helpful people.
The Quench are a strong society that are kind of just chilling on resources and like healthy workers.
Yeah, think about the.
So I feel like it's
political-
worth us to send them some
Yeah,
of
we'll
our
put us-
like
Yeah,
an
we need,
envoy or like
Yeah, we're doing like US aid.
yeah, we
Yeah.
need to do alliances.
we're-
I think that's good. I
USA.
kind of want to.
it's gonna destroy the village, but if we don't, like the Bull Kings are just gonna probably start killing off and like massacring people.
Okay. I think this is good. I kind of want to talk to Talkwell regardless, and I have a plan to survive the eventual flooding.
You'll have to send me a signal when you want me to flood it. We'll have somebody outside. Zuma, send up your bird in a spiral in the air. And that's when I
Alright.
know it, and we'll spot it and send it off.
I'll just have my bird accompany. If you're gonna go down there, I'll just have my bird accompany you, and you can send it up. It understands all of us, and it follows commands from allies. So
Yeah.
like not in combat stuff, but you know
Yeah.
it'll obey you, because I told it to. And Mirage, you go with him. Listen to him.
Yeah, Bro chooses right. We should have recruited Talkwell, brought him into our community.
He's such a weirdo.
I will.
He's so weird.
I'm gonna go down there and I'll meet with Talkwell,
All right. Let's jump.
and I'll bring the prisoner as well.
And Mirage is just gonna hang out on your shoulders.
I love that you and Talkwell have the same recolored token. Not on purpose. Not on purpose at all. But
Listen, let's talk bald to bald here.
I do just.
Male pattern baldness.
All right. So you are bringing Drinkmore. Is Torngarden? Or he's staying up here? All right. Are you going down alone?
I think so.
Void will go down as like your bodyguard
I
with
think
the prisoner.
the problem is you surviving the flood. I have a means of doing it. I think.
Oh, okay. You said you're bringing the prisoner though.
I think I'm gonna bring the prisoner. Yeah.
I guess that's a body shield for you enough. That's fine.
Yeah. I think.
I'll be
think
like, go to
all right.
follow you, and you'd be like, no, you stay here.
Yeah. If you guys are all right with that, I don't want to.
Yeah, if you got my bird.
I mean, you're the brains here. As I think sometimes Brother Jabal has some fucking like fucking harebrained schemes, and he has very confusing views on the world. He's also like terrified when we started this adventure of the world, and now
Yeah.
he's a man of layers.
Mm-hmm.
peeling
Boy,
them
it's
back.
kind of what you see is what you get. But Brother Jabal, I have no idea. Like,
he saw.
how
the
do you feel
world,
about
he was-
abortion, Jabal? What are your thoughts on abortion? Like, you probably have some crazy fucking views.
You can't do abortion because you need people to be.
Well,
in the,
also, like, you know,
all
about
right.
you have 12 kids and half of them die in the past. you know?
Yeah.
well, you need human sacrifices for the Wicker Man.
Yeah, you do need. There's a lot.
Like
of
you're a
druidic
druid,
Wicker
but what are your views towards meat?
All right. You start walking down the hill. It is at this point, it's about 10:30, I'd say. It's been 2 fucking exhausting hours since you left the cave, even. You've killed between the three of you, at least 9 people so far. 9 Bull Kings have been killed so far. As you
A lot of
guys are
eye gouges,
maneuvering
drownings.
through, you see a big camp with lots of torches. You have to walk through all of these tents of different Bull King soldiers. There's about 50 of them camped out in the middle now. It seems like most of them have made their way back. They're about, I'd say they've definitely lost some. They're about like 40 people right now, but they have their horses. They have all of their regular supplies on the dry plain. All of the merchants are gone. All the merchants are gone. All of
What
those
about
wagons have been
civilians?
moved. Civilians you cannot see. There's all these little tribal houses that surround the valley, and you do not see any light coming from them at all. If
I
they
gotta hope the flea order came through.
Yeah, you can't really tell. You don't see any civilians out. It's been about 2 hours since the chaos kind of started. And then I think everybody was a lot more really anxious. And it kind of everybody realized, okay, it's not going to be a purge. It's not going to be, it's like a stasis. But still, everybody, you see a lot of people at the Church of Enya. The Church of Enya has a lot of lights, and you can see people inside of it.
Right. I will like kind of perp walking the prisoner general drink more.
And you see all these
too.
soldiers stand up, draw their weapons. You hear a lot of rumbling and whatnot. And then you hear, oh, no. He did what he said he'd do. He did what he said he'd do. Brother Jabal, please. Weapons down, please. Please, Drinkmore's in good hands.
Well.
How are you doing? Please, let's get it. We don't want to talk in front of all the soldiers. I mean, we can if you like. I figured you'd rather talk in the tent.
I think that that sounds good.
Drink? You want some wine? It's late. You must be tired. Fought a lot.
I don't drink.
I'll have a drink if you don't mind. If you could hold on 1 second.
Absolutely.
Guy sucks.
Take your time, Ambassador Talkwell.
I mean, they are like long lost twins, just two different annoying guys.
His back's turned to you. And you don't see what he's.
Ambassador Talkwell, You almost ready? Are you done?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go. You wanted to say your point?
No point. I'm here to negotiate the surrender of the Wick Wings.
Oh, I'm surrendering. I assume you know something I don't.
No, the Wick Wings are surrendering.
Oh, okay. I thought, okay, well that makes more sense. Sorry, I misheard you there. Okay, sounds good to me. So
spoke
you
with
are
the-
just going to drop your arms then?
I'm here to return the prisoner, and I kind of open the bag. I reveal the general here.
Oh, there was Drinkmore. Oh, it's a shame, Drinkmore. Oh, that's a shame. All right, well, you can just leave her there for now. Drinkmore, I'll clean you. You got caught, of course. It's
imagine
a shame.
she's got like a gag or something in her mouth right now. So she,
But he seems you get an implication he doesn't like Drinkmore.
yeah, he's enjoying.
Yeah.
What are your terms for their surrender? We only have one turn. The chiefess wants to flee. She wants to leave with her lives and her family.
Oh, they're fleeing.
Yeah, she is. I was dismayed to find such cowardice in their leadership.
Oh my. Well, of course they'll be permitted to leave. I mean, it leaves some difficulty. Unfortunately, we were just becoming business partners with the salons in the market. It might be a bit difficult to. We can't allow everyone to leave. Some people will have to be here still.
Only the chiefess only requested that her and her own family leaves.
Oh, very cowardly. That's a shame, isn't it? You must be very disappointed, Brother Jabal.
I had obviously high hopes for her abilities as a leader, but
Not a lot of people have high hopes for anyone here. I'm a guy with high hopes. I have big plans for the region too, just like I'm sure you do.
I'm starting to see your way of things, unfortunately.
Oh, it's cynical is what it is. It's pragmatic is what it is, but a diplomat's job is never done. Tell us, maybe we can have more beneficial relations between us and the Quench in the future.
I'm unable to speak for the quenched leadership. unfortunately.
Of course, of course, of course.
I could.
One of
pass
the
along
few
the
things you
message.
cannot do, Brother Jabal. You take a lot of liberties with how you act otherwise.
Well, regardless, I think it's time to maybe announce the drawdown of the Wick Wings. Would you care to join me out there?
Now, let me
Unless you had
understand
anything
this. I feel maybe there's something I don't know. You're coming here, you're just surrendering.
Well, unfortunately, this isn't really my fight. I
Right, that's a,
was swept
you
up with idealism, but clearly it was misplaced in
well,
these people.
I'm a big fan of the status quo. A lot of people get very frustrated by it, but the thing about the status quo is it keeps working, it keeps all the systems moving, and everybody gets to make some money, huh? All right, let's go announce that they surrender. I'm very interested right now. Very interested, Jabal. And very impressed by you, Jabal.
Of course. The this bird here is to be sent up, and that would announce the drawdown of all the militias. They should put down their arms and come out from hiding.
Ah, okay. Well, that sounds good. Okay, go ahead. I'm interested.
All right. Are we all outside now?
Yep.
I let the bird out, and it flies up. And I look to
Yeah.
Talkwell and I say, "You fucking moron! You stupid piece of fucking shit!
Me? A moron?
How did you fucking buy that?" And I turn into a frog.
All right, you turn into a frog. The ground starts rumbling. The ground starts rumbling, and everybody looks around. Nobody's really looking in a certain direction. The rumbling itself almost sounds like it's coming from under you. All of a sudden, you see a torrent of water. I'm going to say what Void and Tolarak and all that see here. As we are outside Balaban here, everybody has kind of cleared out of the way. They've moved everybody to the back end here. You see the doors open and just gushing water, torrents down, filling. It's like the building itself can't hold the amount of water coming out of it. It's spraying out the sides. You're worried about the building even crumbling, but it holds on as water just goes spilling down this in the middle of the night. And the biggest thing that you hear is it's so fucking loud. It's so fucking loud instantly as you guys hear this. And there's almost instant chaos. Let's cut to the Wick Wings here. As a torrent of water hits into the valley, you see it just start flooding, pushing people away. You see tents being pushed slowly at first, and then just a deluge comes. You see a second torrent of water is now coming from the caves as well and spilling out. It just looks like a flash flood. A lot of this desert terrain is all sediment. So instantly the water turns red. The water turns red. It's silty, confusing, dirty. Everybody's getting pushed around, and it's pure chaos. Brother Jabal and frog form, you're able to navigate it pretty easily. But what's your plan here as the water is tossing you around?
Think I've lost Talkwell at this point. Like, he's gone.
Let's do Talkwell. Okay. Are you looking at Talkwell or are you bailing?
I'm looking at Talkwell as I turned into a frog. Basically, I wanted to keep track of him.
The water goes right through Talkwell's legs.
He's standing firm.
Mm-hmm. No.
All right.
The water goes right through Talkwell's legs.
Interesting.
Ah! Ha ha! Ah, goodbye, Mr. Frog. You figured me out. Ah, you won't have that luck the second time, because I know you, Brother Jabal. I know you now. You're on my radar.
As a frog, I'm just kind of like furrowing my brow and stroking my chin in deep contemplation.
And he disappears into smoke. The last thing you see is Talkwell disappear into smoke. So, in terms of the flooding, I want you to give me a D100 roll.
Okay.
And then I am going to do a check to see if he's able to control it to a mild one.
I rolled a 76.
Okay, it's getting pretty good coverage. How well is he able to hold on to it? And you see that? Does that show up? How bad is that on camera? That's a crit 1 of him being able to control it. All right. Crit 1 on controlling it. There's 2 big things that could be destroyed. The Church of Enya or the Watchtower? Who wants to decide which one it'll be? Roll anything, an even, odd roll. Even, odd roll. Evens, the Church. Odds, the Watchtower.
One of you guys.
I'll take it.
We want that church gone.
17.
The Watchtower? Wait, which that was I said odds, the Watchtower, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
The flood waters. Actually, you know what? How do I get the blue color? Where do I pick the color? Whatever. Just imagine this is red water. The water is flowing this way. The water has flown this way,
Well, the
coming
water
off
turned
of
red,
it,
so-
No,
And
yeah, that's good.
completely has trashed and just smoothed out all of the houses here. And I'll say even down to the spring. These houses were able to survive. Obviously, this guy, he's dead. But the rest of this kind of was the general path. In terms of the drainage, even, this is going to be a thing that will have major ecological effects. If we're looking at the world map here, we're looking at all kind of around this area, drainage out here. We'll see how that affects it in the long run. But let's go
Nice
back
view roof.
to the Wick Wings here. Brother Jubal, you are a frog. You have gone tossed down to this way here. Did you give me a dexterity saving throw as a frog to see how you're able to get your grounding?
Let me Google giant frog 5e. 1 second.
Oh, you're a giant frog? Okay, good. Because I was assuming you were like a regular sized frog. And if that's the case,
No,
you
no,
could
no,
be
no,
thrown for miles.
Yeah, no, giant. I did a giant frog last time. I was doing the same thing. So
Gotcha.
Dexterity +1.
Yeah.
They are a large creature. I don't know
Okay,
if that
so
makes
yeah,
sense.
you're not going to go too far.
What's going on with the Drinkmore?
Drinkmore is fucking dead. Drinkmore
Yeah.
is fucking
I
100%
drank too
dead.
much.
Drinkmore
she
is
got
fucking
drank.
smoked for sure.
I rolled a 7.
All right. Yeah, not doing you get tossed around, but you basically wash up like right here. Just where this is kind of around the edge of where the waters stop, and you're just a big ass frog in the middle of the desert. You're able to see though, because a lot of this area doesn't get a lot of water. You can just see shit moving. Shit's moving. As a druid, you think, okay, this is probably good.
I'm on the world map right now. Is that where I'm?
Oh, I'm sorry. I have everybody I was on the Wick Wings by myself.
Okay, there we go.
It's all right.
Sorry to do that to you.
It's okay.
I gotta run to the bathroom really quick, but I'm listening.
Ricardo, I would have just turned into a bird and flown away. I think a frog has more style.
Yeah,
A
frog
giant
is more
frog,
style,
more-
and I thought it was safer with the water.
Well, the church didn't get destroyed. That's where most of the civilians were. So if you guys would have got that one, it would have been. But
I forgot
Also-
that. I forgot that.
Also-
I wasn't saying that because I wanted all the civilians to die.
Also,
first.
I'm pretty sure by the druid rules, you can't fly until you hit a certain level.
That's
you-
oh
true,
yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
So, yeah, actually, what I did was so much smarter than what Ricardo Pleasure said.
All right. In terms of the Bowl Kings, how many? We're going to just do saving throws. At the beginning of tonight, there were 50 Bowl Kings there. You guys have killed about 9 before even doing the flooding. All right. At least with the stuff they did, their army didn't get completely destroyed, but they lost all of their horses. They lost almost all of their supplies. They will inevitably have to walk back to the Bowl Kings. It looks like basically at the end of this, there's going to be about 30 corpses in the morning when you guys wake up. In terms of civilian losses, I want somebody else to roll that for me. Somebody roll me a D100.
I don't want
I
to
got
roll
it.
this. I've been rolling bad.
You got it, Andrew?
Yeah.
You guys rolled really high
Oh, fuck.
on the
Hell yeah,
Vulcans
let's
loss.
go,
The
baby.
civilian ones aren't going to be good
Go.
either. We're looking at around similar number. We're looking at about 35 Wickwing civilians dead. We're looking
I
at
hate this.
we're looking
Oopsies.
at 35 dead of the good
I
guys.
mean, we got a trolley problem
35
thrown at
dead
us.
of
What are
the
we gonna
bad
do?
guys.
I don't. I wish that damn druid never told us about this.
Well, it also has to do with the fact that he rolled a critical one on holding it back.
He's
So-
an idiot.
So he didn't hold it back at all. He couldn't hold it back. I think in my head that he just didn't want to hold it back. I think he just willfully failed.
I'm gonna bring him up on charges from the first match. I want to
All right, I'm
drag
gonna
him
say-
into court for war crimes.
We're not going to do it beat by beat anymore. It's midnight. What is your like in terms of the master stroke military wise, the Wickwings have assumed control. After this, Chief Decessor rolls down, sets up command in the Church of Enya. They hunt down the surviving Bull Kings and just straight up kill them. Any Bull Kings they find, they kill. But they have gone and assumed control. The doors at Hotel Balaban have locked again.
Why am I think Zima is gonna be on the hunt for the Bull Kings.
Go ahead and give me a survival check of
I'm-
hunting down
I'm-
these guys in the middle of the night.
I am exacting bloody retribution. Cool, that's a 13.
All right. You're able to track down a couple of them that are basically defenseless.
Yeah.
Give me a D4 to see how many you track down.
Fine.
This is about a 2-hour time span I'm going to allot it as.
Fine. As long as Brother Jabal doesn't see me, that's.
You're in the dark.
Brother Jabal is looking at
I
his
put that
hands and he
inside
You
just
fucked
sees
that
them
up
covered
so
in blood.
bad. You just fucked
I
that
fucking-
up so
I'm
bad.
sorry. I'm used to my Reddit. I don't ever get on Reddit. I just find one. I
Yeah,
fucked
you
up. I
yeah,
deserve that.
you find a Bull King and you're able to track just down a wet, sopping Bull King who's just breathing and panting, and you just do him in.
I just look at him and I stare him dead in the eyes and I say, "Democracy dies in the darkness, bitch."
You guys fuck. Void. What are you doing during all this? There's a lot of stuff to help. There's people that need help. There's people that need healing.
Void is helping people like out of the water. He's helping them off of buildings. Like he's got the big size. He's tall. He's carrying people.
Give me an athletics
Moving them to
check of just
safety.
generally helping people and moving around and helping with.
He's
the
doing
road.
paladin shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh baby.
Yeah, you're able to help stem some of the dead. Instead of 35 dead, we're going to bump it down to 29 dead as you're able to save some of the injured people during this time. Brother Jabal, you are adrift alone and you see probably a lot more devastation than maybe you thought there would be.
Yeah, I'm horrified. I'm like walking over the bodies of Bull Kings and civilians, and I'm just getting madder and madder. And I'm going to walk right back up. I'm looking for that druid,
Torngarn Ra.
Horngarn Ra. Sorry, I can never remember a name first.
Oh, that's fine. There's like 40 NPCs.
And is this when I see Torngarn Ra, where is he?
I'm pulling them up.
How long does it take for me to finally get to him?
I would imagine you're able to kind of come up to him. It's almost like
How many-
he's waiting for you. He's
How many-
sitting on the edge of the cliff just looking out.
How many bodies of like Wickwing civilians have I seen on my way up here?
At least a dozen.
I'm gonna say 14. That's how much he's counted, and that's all he says to Torngarn Ra as soon as he sees him. 14 civilians, and I'm going to swing on him.
All right, do it.
I have a -1 to strength, so I'll just
Oh wait, I
roll.
already have him here. So just roll a d20.
17.
Hey, you're able to hit. Roll a d4 for damage. -1 would be 3 as you punch him right in the chest, and he takes. I'm not happy about it either.
I'm reporting this to the first men.
I'm not in the fucking first men. What the fuck is Toadless gonna do? What the fuck
You'll
are
be
you
brought up
gonna
on
do?
charges.
Oh, fuck you.
You're pathetic. You're
I've
truly pathetic.
I solved a fucking problem.
You're a monster, and I will make sure that you will be punished for it.
Yeah, I think one day maybe I will be punished. It ain't gonna be by you, kid.
I just look down at him and walk away.
He's just sitting. He's just sitting on the edge there looking out at the rest of it. Void's been helping people. It's about 1 a.m. where you guys all kind of meet back up. A lot of the soldiers and a lot of the commoners have kind of stayed up here and are camping out here for the night. You guys are exhausted. It's after we did that at 11 and then 2 hours of fucking around, it's 1 a.m. as you guys all kind of reconvene. You're dead tired. The Bull Kings appear to have been trounced. What do you guys want to do from here?
Oh, sleep.
And probably just show up with that blood on my feathers. Just sit down
Yeah.
wherever we're at.
Rest up.
Rest
Go
up
ahead
for
and
the
have
night.
a long rest.
We got to find our caravan.
Yeah, we gotta find that shit in the morning ASAP.
Is
Long
it
rest.
Tolarak around?
Tolarak's there. Yeah, Tolarak's there.
Tolarak,
Tolarak and Borrowed.
you need to return to the Quenched and
Oh, I'm going to head out immediately in the morning. Try to
These
get some
people are going to
supplies down
need-
here.
they're going to need a lot of help. And I think we should provide it the best we can. Bolster these people.
I'm going to go talk to Chief Decessor. I'm going to tell her to everybody that got injured, we can take them to the Quench for medical transport in the meantime. I don't think they can help anybody right here. Are you guys back off looking for the forge?
Yeah.
It's a sacred toll rack.
Where are you guys going next?
We got to find our caravan. We were heading up to the Factumberg.
You gotta find Busy and fucking what's his name? The Alive one.
At this time,
Edel.
in the
that's it.
morning, you see your good friend Blaster approaching up the hill.
Oh, wow.
He's waving and he's pointing.
I'll wait back.
He doesn't really talk. He is gesturing essentially, and you're able to figure out from context clues that he's leading you to the caravan. He can lead you guys to the caravan if you want to go.
I think
Yeah.
I will do so.
I'm not saying goodbye to anyone. This is a nightmare.
Yeah, the separated have not shown their face. They are in their hotel. They have not left.
Yeah, I feel too guilty to face anybody.
Tolarak kind of starts packing up and starts heading out with you guys. Torngarn Ra is just staying outside of the hotel. He's not moving. As everybody kind of leaves and you guys go out, he's still just looking at it, just watching it in the morning. Just very neutral face expression. As we go back to the world map here, the caravan essentially brings you back to Busy, right around here. This pillar is called Navigation Pillar, and she's basically waiting right outside of Navigation Pillar. You can see there's a couple other merchants that are there as well that appeared to have escaped out this way during the dust up in the middle of the night. And she turns warmly to regard you guys and go, Yaya is gonna ask, what happened?
Um, nothing good. Nothing
Where-
good. happened.
Absolutely nothing.
Did you see Teddle?
I thought you had Tettle.
No,
You didn't have
Teddle.
Ted.
Teddle. He bolted at some point. I didn't. I thought you. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fuck. Oh, Tettle will take care of himself. I'm not too worried about Tettle.
Oh yeah. Yeah. My dad will be really bummed about that.
I'll
Start
return.
thinking.
I'll
Start
return the
thinking of
gold
like a
to-
real. Just think of like a good like a. Just think of your excuse.
Yeah, I think I got a good one. Actually,
Just start thinking of.
I think I got a pretty good excuse.
Should we keep journeying to Factenberg?
I think we should.
Is anybody going to be following us?
Nope.
You know there's more Bolkings in the Crystal Walk, right? And we're going right through there.
Yep.
There's no way that the
And you know that the Bolkings are in a civil war, so
Yeah, one side is definitely not going to make it.
oh.
No.
So the side that we're riding towards is going to make it?
Yeah, we'll see about that. I said definitely not for one. We'll see if we can deal with the other one. Because I do not like the Bowl Kings.
I don't think we can take out all of the Bolkings at once, but okay.
I don't think we should try. Is it possible for us to skip through the Bull Kings, or are we going straight through their territory? We're gonna come across.
I mean,
them
we
one way or
could-
another.
if you're looking at the world map, essentially today's journey she was planning from here to here, right?
Yeah.
And that's right in the beginning of the Crystal Walk. That's where all the moss pigs and moss hogs come from, and that's also where General Throfar, the rebellious Civil War part of the Bull Kings, is holed up.
That's right. I
So
remember.
you guys-
perhaps we could. He'll be pleased with how he dealt with his enemies.
when you guys,
Possible, yeah.
the guy you met, Think Best, Think Best works for
Who's
Throfar.
around here? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do our best with them, man.
All right, you guys got a nice kind of stretch out. It's about 11 o'clock when you meet up with Busy. You've been traveling for about 2 hours outside of it. For the rest of the caravan here, does somebody want to roll me a D10 as you guys take off? Where's the fucking... There we go.
Want to roll it, Zuma?
Yeah, I got it. Hopefully I don't fuck this up again
How could you fuck it up?
by doing Reddit instead of a D10. There we go. 7.
7. You hear the bellowing of a Bull King horn in the distance.
No,
These-
fuck.
These horns operate as a way for the different Bull King divisions to communicate, typically. Roll a perception check to see if you can tell where it's coming from.
All right. Do perception. Roll it. 22.
The Bull Kings are coming behind you, and they're coming in your direction.
Oh, I think they're coming from behind us, mates. You gotta figure it out.
And Busy is going to whip the horses, and you guys are going to start moving at a faster pace as she starts kind of hustling through a little bit. It's going to be harder on the horses, but she's able to make it through. As you guys are hustling for a little bit there, takes about 30 minutes of travel time before she kind of goes through there. I want you guys to go ahead and make me another perception check.
Oh, I can do it. Oh, I fucked that one up. It's a 7.
At 12.
15.
I'm going the worst perception in your high roll.
As you guys race on, you see a small figure in the distance that starts getting a little closer and a little bit closer. And then it seems to be riding real hard, this figure in the distance. It's Talkwell. Talkwell
Oh, yeah.
stops about a mile back and you just see him waving.
He's going to be a
Can't
big problem.
Can't get rid of this guy.
He's
Is he
gonna be a
grinning?
big problem.
Was he grinning like you,
You
Branson?
can't really tell. But you see him stop, you see him wave, and after about a minute of him standing there, he blows on the horn. He blows on the Bull King horn and turns around and goes the other direction. All right. You guys keep moving on along throughout it. Give me one more encounter check. Give me a D10.
He was the only figure we encountered, though.
That was the only figure you saw.
Counter check. Oh, you want a D10?
Yeah.
Oh,
I got it.
D6 was... All right. As you are riding along, it is about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. You've been going for about 4 hours in the distance. As you are... Whoops, wrong page. I'm sorry, once... Okay, there we go. As you are going along there, we're going to end it on this today as you guys are progressing on here. And as you are walking along the path of the caravan, things have quieted down. But landing right in front of your caravan out of the sky is a about 10-foot tall chunk of blue stone that lands directly into the road in front of you and shimmers with magical energy. And we are going to stop it right there.
All right. Awesome.
well, shit.
Right in front of you, just a big, it looks like a comet streaking out of the sky, lands on the ground right in front of you.
So it like craters the ground.
It craters the ground, but you really don't see craters. You don't see anything. It's about like half of a mile in front of you, and it's not like directly in front of you. You don't feel the heat from it or anything, but you just see this comet shooting star landing about a half mile in front of you. And this
Fantastic.
aura of blue magic that kind of spurts from it.
Well, let's go, Moon Druid.
All right, we're gonna go
probably-
ahead.
It's
and
probably
end
the
it
wrong
there.
moon.
It's
Not the
blue.
right moon. We'll find out.
All right.
You bring up the moon to Jabal. He's like, "Pff, what? Which moon?
Not the right one.
We
Which
have-
moon? First off,
We're
Can't
gonna
wait for
end
talk
it
while we're
here
ending.
for today. We have solved the situation with the Wick Wings. At least has been something has happened.
a decision was made.
A decision was made. Some lives were lost, but the Bull King influence over the Wick Wings is practically gone.
I have a new rule for myself. I'm never listening to an NPC's plan ever again. I'm dismissing them out of hand.
A lot of choice NPC critical ones so far in this campaign.
Yeah. That was fun.
it's
That was
not
a lot of
good.
fun.
But we'll
I
wrap
was-
it up
I
from
was
there.
very mad at him.
Next time we have this going on, where are we at? On the world map, we are ending it right here. So we are basically, the plan was to end it at Lookout Lodge, the one bar there. But we are going to go ahead and jump it back on before that with the comet there next time. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump off the stream now. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks everybody for subbing. I'll post this on YouTube.
Thanks for
we'll
subbing,
be-
everybody.
We'll
Sub
be
to Brandon's
back
channel.
Friday with
Woo!
wife stream, and then I'm doing Sunday. You guys good for next Sunday?
Yeah, we can talk off stream too.
I am, yeah.
I want to talk now.
But I should be good.
Yeah, I'm
we're
we'll
organizing stuff.
probably
That's
be back. We'll probably be back next.
We'll be back
Sunday
next.
for
We'll be
Game
back
7.
next Sunday.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace, everybody.